Hey Pisces, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we happen to help you find the beauty in all things. So this is going to serve for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Pisces from the 22nd through the 28th of January. Yes, a lot of big activity. I've had to I've had to redo yours a couple of different times due to some technical issues, but this is very interesting and it must be what it is, because as we always start off here, we start off with your Sacred Geometry card, and this is the same card that popped out the other two attempts, and you quite clearly saw me shuffling. So this week we have the energy of opportunities for transformation and miracles, and the 528 hertz energy is what is going to be able to support you this particular week. So I'm just going to move this little guy up, and we're going to put this little guy down here so that you can remember to take a look into those energies for those that are supporting you. Now, this is obviously a very big week, as we've just gone through Pluto shifting into Aquarius, the sun moving into Aquarius, and this entire week, Pisces, you are in the 12th house. So the energy of the 12th house is very deep, and it is in your natural position. So especially you Pisces risings that are tuning in, this is going to be very meaningful for you, because the 12th house wants to bring up energies of things that need to be discovered and discussed within yourself so that you can sort of figure it out. Whether it is specifically for you in family, whether it's regarding business, it has everything to do with lots of shifts that are taking place in many different areas. And the 12th house can be one of those places where we are learning about our strengths and our weaknesses. Whoops, excuse me. And this week is going to be one of those interesting weeks, because again, you have the opportunity to have some transformation of miracles. Now, if you are tuning into the daily astrologies, where you have my cute little face and my fro in with the astrology map, and you're tracking along with that every single day, you can sort of understand a little bit more of what it is that I'm talking about. Wow, all these major arcana. This is going to be a big week for you. You'll understand why I talk about some of the different energies that pop forward in the way that I do. And I think with the camera down here, the old-fashioned way, it's just a little bit more supportive for those of you guys that actually like to see the energy of the cards. Ooh, Justice at the bottom. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. I do it this way because many people like to see the cards, and it's a little bit difficult for me to try to accommodate both in the time frame that I like to spend giving you the information. But, you know, I am grateful that you guys are tuning in to the dailies recorded on TikTok and posted here, and also on Instagram. But let's go ahead and get into the week. This is the energy for every single day of the week, and you can tie it in with the astrology on your own if you like, but this is going to give you a little bit of the information from the main story, the astrological story. So we'll get into the planets and the signs as well in all of my readings, okay? So first and foremost, transformation and miracles are occurring. The bottom of the deck is talking about refreshing, restoring, and rejuvenating in all areas of your life, whether it's personal, financial, mental, spiritual, physical, all those different things. The Ace of Cups is very beautiful. Now, today's energy, the King of Cups, that's presenting here on Monday, has everything to do with scorpionic energy. We are paddling through, we're trying to make the best of situations that are coming towards us, and we're doing it with our head held high on Monday. On Tuesday energy, we have the Emperor that's in reverse. On Wednesday, we have the energy of the Six of Wands, which is very powerful. Now, you have a lot of major arcana that's in here. When we get to Thursday's energy, we have the Empress, which is in the reverse position. On Friday, we have the Devil, which is upright. On Saturday, we have the Four of Cups, which is upright. And then on Sunday, we have the Justice card, which is in the upright. So what I'm gaining for you here is that there will be some up and down energy that will show up for you. And what I believe is that many of you Pisces are going to be affected with sort of where things are going on, more so in your love life. This isn't necessarily a love reading, or the way that affection and those different types of energy are sort of surrounding you. Scorpio is very, very heavy as it is transiting for these first couple of days in the week, and you're just going to pay attention to the the different transits as how it relates to what's going on in your energy. Very specifically, Pallas Athena, which is your wisdom point within Scorpio, especially here on this Monday. Now, Tuesday's energy is the energy of the Emperor. In the reverse position means that from a business perspective, we are not necessarily putting our best foot forward with our our energy, right? This is planet Mars, and when planet Mars is in your configuration, it has everything to do with how fast you're moving, especially within the work world. So with the Emperor being in reverse, it is sharing with me that there is just a little bit of slowing down of some energy, and or you could be dealing with an Aries, and or there is some sort of a shift that's going to be taking place when it comes to the Emperor, who is a culmination of all the best energies of the kings. But when he's in the reverse position, we could be dealing with somebody, or we could be dealing with our own energy, where we just sort of feel like we just don't have our Mo and our Joe connected. When we get into the energy of Wednesday, I love this. It's the Six of Wands. So whatever is occurring here on the Tuesday energy, the Six of Wands is letting you know that if you're keeping your head down and you're moving forward in the very best way that you can, you will be victorious. So we've got the laurel wreath that is sitting here, and we have all of the rods here that are in bloom, being seen head and shoulders above the rest, moving forward in this week, okay? Now, on Thursday's energy, we have the full moon that's coming into the sign of Leo. And we have the Empress, who's in the reverse position. For one, the Empress is changing the dynamic of where it is that we have either manifestations or some other things that we're looking to manifest, basically. The Empress represents Venus. Venus has two signs. It's both Libra and Taurus. So, I'm looking here at some of the different signs. We see Libra showing up here, but we're looking at this Capricorn energy that's also next to it. Now, the benefit about what's taking place with Venus this week is she's moving out of Sagittarius, where there's been some more focus on how we want to have things occur, and she's going back into the house of Capricorn this week, okay? So that could be very, very important, especially when we're dealing with social energies around you. I'm putting that out there because even though I do see that this is showing up to be a little bit of work energy, some of you guys are going to find this to be more personal within your personal relationships, okay? Now, we just mentioned it. We get to this energy of the devil, which shows up, and this is loosely the energy of identifying what it is that you are finding yourself being restricted by, and allowing yourself to loosen any of those different restrictions in the best way possible. But I'm going to tell you what's going to take place here. The devil, the Capricorn energy that's popping up here this week is going to have some different challenges when it comes into where you are moving forward, because that shift that's going to be taking place here for you this week is going to dance a little bit between where Mars and the energy that's Mars and Capricorn is having this rush of communication, and Mercury also having this conflict a little bit in your zone, where it's pushing against the narrative of where Saturn is trying to open up your understanding of where it is that things need to take place, so that you can open up a little bit differently and get yourself out of those restrictions, is basically what it looks like. So when we get to the energy of Saturday with this Four of Cups in the upright position, you do recognize where you have blessings, but there is this open invitation from the universe with this fourth cup that shows up to say that there is an opportunity, and you are going to need to take advantage of what this opportunity is. And then on Friday, we also have this huge energy of Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius, moving forward. It's been direct for a while, and so it's moving forward, and so that's going to spark some of the different placements that you have within Aquarius, and where you have some different energies within Capricorn within your own personal chart. Now, when we move into this energy of Sunday, we do have the Justice card, which means that any trials and tribulations or little negative things that have potentially popped up for you this week are going to open. They're going to be very justified. If there's something that is owed to you, it looks as though you're going to be able to receive at minimum the communication of what's taking place on this day. And on Sunday, there's going to be a very beautiful trine that shows up between Venus and the Taurus position. So there are a lot of beautiful benefits that are going to show up to you this week. Again, take a look at the dailies because I break it down specifically for each of the difference. And thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. We're going to go in with a clarifier for each of these different cards. We are going to pull in an energy card. We're going to pull in a numerology card, a frequency support card for you, and then I will get into a little bit more information about what's going on with this 528 hertz that could support you this week. I'm going to give that just another little shuffle because I had my fingernail in the way. There we go. All right, so universe, let's just talk about the remainder of the day here for Monday for our Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And look at this. You have the Strength card leading you into the Emperor again. So this is talking about your healing energy. This is talking about making sure that you are putting yourself first, paying attention to your surroundings, and making sure that you are finding the power within yourself. And it looks like you're already doing that with the King of Cups being in the upright, but you are going to need to find your willpower, okay? And it's pointing towards the Emperor on Tuesday. So let's take a look at what's going on with the Emperor on Tuesday, very specifically for our Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising of this week. Page of Cups in the reverse position. What it seems to me is though, there's not a lot of communication, like I said before. Page of Cups in reverse can represent any water sign. And of course, I do believe that this is you, my friends. And what this is saying is that, again, you just don't have your Mo and your Joe connected specifically to something that's going on within your particular world. Now, well, let's go ahead and move forward. We'll take it a little bit further with that Six of Wands because there's a big transition that takes place for you on Wednesday when the moon shifts into the sign of Leo on Wednesday. What we have here is the Seven of Pentacles. So what we're going towards here with the Six of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles is these opportunities that you know are in your midst, okay? So in other words, you know that you're strong enough to be able to receive something a little bit more powerful. Again, I do get relationship out of this for some, and so we'll have to circle back on that in just a little bit. But from a business perspective, this could even have the energy of you trying to find something that's going to be better suited for you in the workplace, potentially, okay? From a relationship perspective, what it is that I'm seeing is that you're just not necessarily comfortable with the status quo of what's been going on in your current relationship. You very well could be dealing with someone that's a little bit challenging for you, and you're just sort of over that energy, which is why you're gathering your strength this week, okay? You're looking towards better opportunities, and that's exactly what you're going to do with that mindset when you get to Wednesday. Now let's take a look at the Empress on Thursday here. What do we have for Pisces with the Empress in reverse? What do we have for Pisces with the Empress in reverse? I really do feel that there's been some really good positive energy that has been put in your midst with Venus being in Sagittarius, but now that she's moving out, what do we got going on here? From a working perspective, yeah. So this is the energy of healing. We're not chasing anything. We definitely want to allow things to come into our midst. We have the Five of Cups energy that says we do recognize that there's been some sort of a shift with something that we wanted to have occur in our space. But with the Five of Cups, you know, in the traditional deck, you have the 3 cups that are spilled, and then you have the 2 main cups that are in front of you that you can grab wholeheartedly as you're going through this healing process and moving yourself forward in a way that is going to be more supportive of you. So when the Empress is in the reverse position, so you got the Emperor and the Empress in the reverse position, other portion of a relationship, man of the house, woman of the house, or however the configuration of a relationship could be, there's a lot of ill content with somebody that wants to move forward and someone else is not quite on board with that. Let's go over to this Devil energy that we have for Thursday. For Friday. The Devil card for Friday for our Pisces friends here. Let's see what we've got going on. What we have is the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, so we're just biding our time. There's this energy of, I know that I need to look for something different. I'm really probably trying to share my conversation with someone else about why I think the grass is going to be greener on the other side, whatever the case may be here. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is literally, it's a timing factor. That ace is going to turn around in your favor, but with whatever effort you're putting forward, you're going to need to make sure that you are working towards something a little bit different. Now, these 4 cards all want to pop out to support the Four of Cups. And since we have the King of Cups sitting here, and we have the Wheel of Fortune showing up, and we have the High Priestess, we're looking for a brand new opportunity. So from a working perspective, some of you Pisces are going to find that you're just sharing a conversation with someone else this week that Again, they just don't have the same thought process or value that you do. You are not getting along very specifically, but you know in the bottom of your heart of hearts that there's something different that is for you. And the High Priestess is asking you to use your best intuition when it comes to moving forward. Again, the King of Cups showing up here twice, lending his opportunity with us to say that we can take advantage of whatever it is this opportunity is. We definitely need to be able to use some self-control this week, okay? But this Three of Pentacles is looking like you're trying to move towards a new group, whether it's work or even a group partnership or something of that nature that is going to be better suited for you. And with the Wheel of Fortune sitting here, that's Sagittarius energy. That is the opportunity to move forward in using your voice very specifically, because that's the throat chakra, and continuing on with the optimism that you have. So let's take a look at what's going on for Sunday. Why is Justice here? Well, there we go. We have Pluto. That is you in your natal position. Excuse me. It's Neptune. Neptune, the Hangman, the energy of confusion, dreams, intuition, spirituality. When the Hangman comes out of his halo moment, because if you are looking at things from a different perspective and you're receiving the details from what Spirit is trying to share with you, when you come out of the Hangman position, you have learned essentially what it is that you need to learn to help re-engage and relight your fire. And with the Hangman sitting here with Justice, it's saying you are on the right track. So if you are expecting something and you have to let someone else get over their own pity party, again, I feel strong relationship in this, but even if this is just work, because that is a dynamic relationship, or some other group dynamic that you're in, you are going to come ahead the winner. Ace of Cups, restoration to all those things. Again, you've got to manage your energy flow this week. And then the Page of Wands energy that's in reverse just means that you're biding your time before you say the thing that you need to be able to say. The information comes to you this week, but you definitely know by the weekend that you are going to be pushing forward and doing something a little bit differently than you are right now. I'm going to move those cards over. We're going to get into our energy card here, and let's see what energy we have for the Pisces for this week of the 22nd through the 28th. And then we'll go into your numerology card. Yep, Pisces, yin and yang. So again, this is going to support, again, because this is what they're telling me. Heavy energy with conflict for some people that are in relationship. If it's time to go, or if it's time to refresh something, at minimum, we're letting go of the old stagnant energy that is holding us back, and we're trying to move forward in a way that's going to be better supportive for us. This week is about balance. It's about the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy within you being balanced, okay? And you are going to have some benefits that come out of that. Let's go into your numerology card and see what else we have for Pisces for this week. For our Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, what we have is the 27 cards. So that gives us the energy of 9. You're almost at the end of what is occurring in your process. Now, spiritual partnership, 100%. Half of you guys are going to resonate with your business partner, your work energy, and whatever projects you're doing. And then the other half of you are going to resonate 100% with what's going on in your personal one-to-one relationships. What the universe is telling you is that there is going to be some sort of a dynamic shift that takes place for you in one of those energy spots this particular week. It doesn't have to be over. It just means that whatever is not working has to be identified and it has to be released so that you can put your best foot forward, moving into a new direction. Again, Ace of Cups, restoration to all things, okay? Let's get your activator cards. So these are activator cards for your chakras and things of that nature. It talks about giving you a little bit extra support in those areas. And the card that you have here is higher consciousness. So this is what the universe is asking you to put in or be aware of this week. You're at a point with the divine feminine energy, this 30 that reduces down to 3. That's divine feminine energy. If there's a little bit too much crazy masculine energy, whether it's with yourself, even as a female, you might be asked to soften just a little bit. But at the end of the day, all this boils down to is you receiving more higher consciousness from spirit. How are you going to accomplish that? 528 hertz frequency music. Obviously, there's so many beautiful individuals and artists that put out beautiful music. Look, 2727. That could be a meaningful number for some people, but as a numerologist, you reduce those numbers down to their whole number. This is the week where some things are about ready to shift for you, Pisces. And at the end of the day, Libra, justice energy is coming in for the idea that you want. You might just need a little bit of help to ensure that you're being calmed down here. Now, at the back of the book, we're reading out the details about the transformation of miracles. The 528 hertz frequency itself helps to enhance your senses and develop that deeper connection with spirit. That's exactly what this is all about. This is the week where you need to receive as much healing as possible on all frequencies. So this is going to be able to support you in that universal love language that it's coming, okay? Coming from heaven into you, into earth. These frequencies were used by all the high priests and all the high priestesses from back in the day to assist in manifesting the different miracles that they needed to be able to have in their life, okay? So when you are using this frequency, you can use color theory. You can wear the color green, the color gold, or yellow, and it will support the heart frequencies opening up to a higher level. From a crystal perspective, you can use rose quartz, you can use pink kunzite, you can use pink tourmaline, and you can also use a Herkimer diamond to really open up that heart chakra this week to help you with the higher consciousness that is going to be required for you to receive this transformation and this miracle. This is the week for some big change. You will be in a better position next week when some of the planetary alignments are shifted a little bit better in your favor, but everything does look good. So whether it's a relationship or a working partnership, this is the week where transformation is going to occur for you. As long as you're bringing in the energy of how it is that you can use it to support you in the highest frequency, you are guaranteed to have a very interesting week. Many blessings, my friends. If you are looking for some personal support to help unwind this a little bit more fully, down in the description box below, you'll be able to find the website link to book a personal reading with me, and we will take it from there. Make sure you look at your sun, your moon, and your rising to get a really full picture otherwise. And thank you again for watching the daily transit information. I truly enjoyed doing that. Talk to you later. Bye.